Last time on Cloudfall. They almost made it out of Lodom without a fight. But a headless dragon and an incredibly excited GM were not going to let that happen. When the fight started, Poppy went all out with the final flashback scene, where she debuted her deadliest impulse buy of all time, a magical artifact born from the loving union of magic and engineering, the Cloak of... Wow, that's a lot of guns.
When guns and the cape love each other very much.
They geared up and started blasting. They blasted the Dullahan, they blasted the heads, they blasted Kellen and Farthing, and they blasted the hell out of that dragon. And in doing so, they discovered a dragon's one true weakness. Bullets. And Poppy wasn't the only one pitching in. Aaron turned into a harpoon gun, Guy dominated a dragon with the power of heart, Doran fired a warning shot at God, and Sojourn went full beast mode. But Lodom is only half the battle. They've only just landed back at Bobka's, and the real enemy is still waiting for them at Smallcastle. You've just landed at Bobka's villa, in the cobblestone pavilion. You're all tattered and ragged from battle, and a decrepit headless dragon stands dutifully beside your group, awaiting orders from literally anyone. Bobka is speechless, staring at all of you, moving his mouth slowly, and then he says, "Where? How? Is it still alive?"
Barely.
That's complicated. Yes and no.
So, what of the state of Lodom? Did you take it back? Why are you here?
Oh, we kind of took out a lot of them and then empowered the citizens to...
It's probably best if you don't ask clarifying questions, Bobka. We still got a lot to do
Don't
today.
worry, Poppy gave him all 1 gold.
And 1 gun.
And 1 gun.
It is not worse than when we got there.
Most likely.
This is nothing but good, I imagine, yes?
One thing about the dragon, you must be careful about issuing commands around it.
Oh, why is this?
Well, I believe he'll take any command given to him by anyone, so...
Interesting. Dragon, dismiss yourself. The dragon, flaps its wings and, begins to take off,
stop dismissing.
It looks down at you, kind of with, sorry, Papa, kind of eyes.
It doesn't have a head.
Oh, that's right. It's on the spear. That's true.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's sitting impaled on Guy's spear right now.
Do we heal it or something? I feel kind of bad right
I
now.
think we should.
Can we heal it?
Well, you can't. You're out of everything.
Is that obvious? Can you see it in my eyes or something?
Yeah, you look half dead.
You look tired, Dawn.
I'm also not doing so hot.
Could we take a short rest? I can make some food.
This could all be over in a moment's time. Yes, a short rest, yes. I will get you some snacks. Cheese and crackers.
Wine.
Wine, of course. Anything else?
Can I ask a clarifying question about my arcane recipe?
A clarifying question, of course.
Not you, Bobka.
From Maggie to Tim.
Justin to Kelly.
So batching says I also get the benefit of my baked items, but that just means that an additional baked item of the same type happens.
So the idea is the extra is for you or somebody else.
But it's not, it automatically applies to me. So I just have 2.
Correct. Yep,
okay.
That's the idea.
I'm going to hand Doran my extra bread and butter. I'll slap him with a piece of bread with butter on it.
You had this extra bread and butter that's been in your pocket the entire time.
Ew.
It's got lint all over it.
And some bullets.
That's keto, right?
But
Here you go, Doran. This might help a little.
Oh, that's okay.
You don't need it.
Doran, did you need this?
what are you at?
I'm at 37. The guy's even worse.
Oh, okay.
Here you go, guy. I have an extra one of these.
Just the way I like it, right out of your pocket.
It's 1d6 plus 3. And you also get that in temporary HP.
I was quapping when you told me.
Oh, sorry.
But how much is it?
I rolled a 6, so that would be
Wow.
9.
9 temporary?
9 temporary and 9
health.
regular.
So good.
And then I would also like to prepare some food.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the chef special food.
Yeah, the chef feat that allows you to make meals.
It allows me to make 5 meals.
Okay, perfect.
At the end of the short rest, anyone who eats and spends 1 or more hit point die regains an extra 1d8 hit points.
Nice.
I'm going to tap into some bismite that we had.
Yeah.
So Doran's going to like curl up with bismite.
Yeah. You have a few sizable chunks. 3 of you were carrying like large bismite crystals out of Lodum's like stores that they had. Doran, you curl up with one and try to draw the power out of that thing, and it's fairly effortless. You can feel the kind of like radiative power, almost like warmth coming off a bonfire from this thing. You hold your hands out over it, and that pink light eagerly jumps into your hands, and it's exhilarating. It feels like discovering new flavors and getting a massage at the same time. It's very empowering.
Do I roll to take power then, or is it? Can I just take it from bismite?
From bismite, you can just take it. There's no contest here. You can just drag it out of it.
Okay.
But, Doran, as you do this, you realize there is a bit of a slippery slope effect with draining bismite. So as you begin to take this, you feel it flooding into you, and you feel like you're topped off, like you've had plenty, and then it keeps coming. And that bismite withers down to nothing, and it grays out, turns silver, and crumbles. Your spell slots are restored fully, and you are brimming with power right now. You feel almost insane.
So no change.
Why is everyone still sitting? Let's go. Let's go. I gotta clean this up, and I scrape up with my hands the crumbled bismite and toss it outside. Aaron, are you ready?
What is
We're gonna
happening?
do this. We're gonna take out Viren, I think.
I just woke up. Okay. Yeah. You okay?
No, not really. I can't sit still. We got to get out of this tent. We could find people that want all these swords. I should probably go in the sack again. I'm gonna open up the sack and try to take some swords out.
You all hear this like clanging and jingling as gold and guns and swords all fall on the ground in Babkazula.
Actually, you know what? Before Bob, you could probably sell these, right?
No.
I'm sure I could.
Hey, we don't need to sell them. We just need to give them to people here to defend themselves.
Let's
and
not
fight.
be hasty with what we're not going to sell.
Babka, these are not your swords. They're the people here.
They're
the
in
refugees.
Babka's house.
We're
No.
arming everyone.
Good idea.
Okay, I think we need to discuss before we head over there what the plan is.
You mean a Smallcastle?
Yeah. A short discussion, not another full episode.
Very good. I will find Colonel Lingus.
Ugh.
Great.
So really quick before they get back, we got 4 tiny catapults.
Yep.
Is that the idea?
Yep.
And we're just gonna go over there and throw bombs.
Bombs. Taking Kesher and
Maisie.
And explosive bismite.
Yeah. And we got a skedaddle.
Sounds good.
Where's the colonel?
You look down the hallway and see Babka and the Colonel are chatting as they're approaching you. And the Colonel is kind of like holding up a finger and he says, are you all ready to head out?
Seems that way. Can you give us a brief report on what to expect on the ground when we arrive?
The shelling stopped, which honestly has me concerned. They're not firing anymore. I think they found out it's a waste of their ammo, but it has me concerned they're working on something else. Maybe they figured out the sphere.
Well, they also don't know we have Babka's carpet, right? So we can surprise attack them. They don't know it's us.
That's exactly it. But there's one caveat to all this. We can't shoot out of that sphere. We're going to have to put somebody in harm's way if we want to launch projectiles.
We have to launch from outside of the sphere, is what you're saying.
That's correct. Nothing passes, in or out.
Are we going to be able to get out of the sphere without turning it off?
Maisie can create you an egress. Just a little spot for you to get in.
I guess that's fine.
I don't think we should bring others then. Seems too dangerous.
Will you be joining us, Colonel?
I think my strategic mind is better suited here, behind the scenes.
Of course. Sure, yeah.
Aaron rolls their eyes.
In relative safety.
But keep in mind, I'm just one magic carpet ride away.
So, Colonel, with your strategic mind or whatever, what would you do to win this battle?
Make a sacrifice. Put something in harm's way. It's one little piece of the puzzle. It's not everything. Take some chances with those catapults. See if you can divide their forces. Sounds like you might have already started that.
Are there different vantage points we can reach that are outside of the sphere? Like, if we could cover more ground with our projectiles?
I'll show you what we know.
It's a blob!
It's a blob! You got blue is actual Smallcastle. The gray underneath there is the land mass of Smallcastle. Red triangles are small enemy ships. Gold band is the resilient sphere. Green is the Leviathan.
Oh, they're everywhere.
13 small ships.
Okay, and the balls, for lack of a better, are those flat ground?
Yeah.
There's no higher.
A little bit of like height to those, yeah. Like small cliffs and stuff.
I think if we spread out along those, it might help.
The question is what will serve as a suitable sacrifice that will draw their attention.
What if some of us got on the Shatterhorn and some of us fought from land to split their forces? Because the Shatterhorn is still parked in the sphere.
And it has weapons.
Yeah.
You all hear a burning bismite engine and a short whoosh, and Kesher lands in this pavilion as well. She says, "Some good news, at least. A few of the ships, they just split. Just like half an hour ago. I don't know what happened, but they just split. About half of those, they're gone now."
Okay, knowing anything about Kenmore machines, could I maybe garner how fast they could go?
Yeah, you would guess that even a well-crafted airship, one that lacks runes like pure brilliance, it would take at least 3 days to get to Lodom.
Okay.
That was our distraction taking effect.
That's excellent. Doran, nice work.
Thanks. How do you feel about dying today, Kesher?
Yeah, Kesher. It's about time.
Well, I'm all for risks and adrenaline, but if we're thinking about sacrifices, she's looking around the room, and then at the same time, all 7 of you turn and look at Mikey, who is asleep, covered in chocolate on the ground, having kind of a hero's reprise, after he got here from the battle.
Yeah. I'm kidding, of course, but we may need a pilot, and it's not a suicide mission, but it's going to be dangerous. So if you don't want to be involved, I understand.
You know what? That actually does sound kind of fun, and it's not my ship, so it's it's kind of my ship, but it's your ship. I'm sorry. It's not my ship. I'm on it sometimes.
What about Rune Ship? It only takes 20 minutes to get where it's going, and if Kesher's flying it...
Then honestly, it might be too fast for me. You could talk to Rune about maybe flying it in.
I think we should call him in for sure. If Kesher's flying the Shatterhorn, someone has to man harpoon guns for defense, if nothing else.
I can be on the Shatterhorn and arming one of the harpoons.
I think I might be better suited to land. And if the distraction can bring more ships over to us, I know the weak points.
So this Lady Viren, we're just trying to drop the ship, or are we going in after her?
Approaching the Leviathan, I think, will be risky. She will be heavily armed, will she not?
True.
There's no guarantee she would be taken care of if we just dropped the ship.
I also don't know how much firepower it would take to take that thing down. It's solid steel.
You know, it won't fare well if we can get it into the null mists. We can get it to start dropping, do something to the engine, get it to start to fail.
We are really close to it.
You know, a single soldier on a winged steed might be able to infiltrate the ship.
It flies on bismite, right? Could we try to absorb its bismite power?
We could get into the engine room, maybe.
Where's Tick? I mean, he's got to be chomping at the bit for what's about to happen.
Yeah, he's actually on watch right now. We caught him trying to light the fuse last night.
And you've let him take watch?
No, we're watching him.
So, Mikey, you're going to be the one handling the catapults then, right?
No.
Okay, great. Yeah, we don't need Tick.
It wasn't me. I didn't need anything. What?
Oh, you're just part of a bit right now, Mikey. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Can I go back to bed?
Yeah, Mikey, it'll be a really cool explosion. No, it's okay. Tick is busy. He can't do it. So.
You can go to sleep, Mikey.
Okay, good.
Guy's gonna steal the chocolatey Maneuvero from his hands.
Yeah, it's like fucking sticky. Yeah, you take it back, and you all wait this like silent 6 seconds, and all of a sudden you hear this pitter-patter of feet. Did someone say they were going to start or employ someone who's not me for the big boom, kabang?
Oh, we were just riffing. Good to see you. What Tick was it?
Tick.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, we're probably going to do the catapult thing. Mikey said he might do it, but...
What?
Do you want to still do it?
The chocolate turtle man?
Be nice.
He's a regular turtle man.
You're in then?
I'm in.
Tick, we need you in charge of these catapults. And Aaron pulls theirs out of their pocket.
What are these catapults for ants?
No, they'll switch back if you press that button.
Don't
press it.
It's like 2 inches away from me.
Tick, we need you to take charge of these.
All right.
Do you need help, or are you able to handle 4?
Damn, where do you need them? They're not going to be able to shoot outside of the shield, I don't think.
Well, we're going to put them outside of the shield.
Yeah, on one of those little balls.
Ah, on the balls, right.
Can you help? Can you help us figure out where best to put them?
Yeah, which part of the ball does it
He
go in?
points down at the map, and you see this like series of like spherical-looking balls that kind of form the land mass of Smallcastle.
They're hanging off the bottom of the map, the southern end.
I think I'll be on this kind of hanging ball on the right. There's a hanging ball on the left, and I might be able to sort of flank the Leviathan by being on the left and right hanging balls.
But we need to make sure Viren and Leviathan are not looking at the balls at that time.
How do we keep her ball shy if I'm right there?
Hold on. Maybe that's where we want her focused.
Right
On
in
the
between
balls.
the balls.
That's brilliant. So what's the actual plan?
We have a wonderful general on a flying steed infiltrate the Leviathan.
Oh, you heard that when I said that earlier.
I did.
I don't feel right about sending Guy alone.
You can go with them.
I'm the only firepower you have.
Poppy, do not go on that ship.
I'm the one Viren wants. I think she will order her men off in order to duel me directly.
Okay, I have an idea. What if we take out all the small ships and then, as a team, we infiltrate the Leviathan and not split the party?
I think that works the best. I mean, whether or not you take out all the little ships, the hard part is, though, Leviathan's airtight. Catcher kind of starts in again, and she says, I've flown around that thing a number of times, and there's not like a freaking window on that thing. I mean, there's some like vertical grates, but even those are completely sealed off. I'm telling you, there's no way into this thing. You'd have to like rip a hole in the side of it to get in.
Okay. Sorry, that was Tara.
Okay, gosh, all right.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do it.
Time won't work to our advantage here. I think if we make a show of putting all-out aggression on the Leviathan, Guy and perhaps myself or Aaron could attempt to make a vulnerability. We have other ways of getting onto the Leviathan, at least reaching it.
We have explosives and catapults.
Those can be drawing the attention, yes, and I can make explosions. Guy can rip things, that's for sure. And
Sojourn's got really cool claws now.
I forgot about your claws, Sojourn.
I feel like you tend to forget how really strong I am, and also that I have very sharp claws and teeth.
Always looking down on women. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think we can find a way onto the ship if we're close enough to it and we're not getting pelted by those other ships.
So how do we take out those little ships?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh.
You just hit the propeller beanie on top of them.
Think a little bit more like drones that only have 2 propellers on the sides. These little ships have like airplane wings, but set into the airplane wings are like propellers that spin inside the wings, and that's the weak point.
Kesher, do we know that these are operated by people?
Yeah, I mean, they are. I definitely got close enough to see pilots in those smaller ones.
Definitely like random military personnel, though.
I mean, I didn't get a great look.
Okay.
Did you want to try and communicate with those ships and tell them to frig off?
Like, use my name?
Maybe.
Is this dragon going to be a part of it?
I don't think we can fit a dragon through a carpet.
Would love to, yeah, but...
Can you not make him teeny tiny like the catapult?
Well, Maisie gave us 5 buttons and we used them all.
Also, that enlarge and reduce spell is banned, so...
That's true.
That dragon can barely fly.
And a tiny dragon, it will do you no good.
Yeah, what's the point?
I do have enlarge reduce.
Oh.
You all start to hear a distant, tiny voice. It's saying,
Can anyone hear me? Please. Is there anyone who can hear me through this wretched bell? Please, I need to contact the heroes of the clouds.
Hey, isn't that us?
Who wants to talk to him?
I can if you want.
Yeah.
Colonel Lingus says, yeah, sorry. I handed off the bell to Volvin earlier this morning.
Who has the other one?
I think you've all got access to these, actually.
Okay.
Because you had, you've got all of your bells right to each other, and then you've got 3 bells out to other people. I assumed they set up a kind of switchboard where, they've got all these bells sitting right next to each other, where, they can kind of intertalk. Yeah.
Sure.
There's a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Actually, they solved feedback problems in this world. So that's not an issue.
It's my favorite cannon you've injected.
Yeah. Hi, Volvin. It's Sojourn.
Oh, Poppy, is that you? I missed your voice, Poppy.
No,
it's been
not.
so long.
No, Volvin, it's not Poppy. It's Sojourn. But I'm glad you're all right.
Ah, the mysterious, strangely scented one, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. How you doing over there?
Times could be better, I'm afraid. Our Smallcastle, it's not long for this world.
Yeah, we're going to be coming over there in a minute to try and...
Thank you, Sojourn. My appreciation is boundless.
Is the king alive?
Oh, but barely. My father is a shred of the man he once was.
Is he injured or is he just sad?
Oh. What is sadness but injury to the heart?
Sure, but is he bleeding?
He's not bleeding.
All right, well, then he's probably okay.
Hey, Volvin, we got your poem the other day.
No, is that guy?
It is.
General Captain Sous Chef Guy. I'm afraid I've butchered your title, but...
I'm a captain now. I think that's new.
Captain Guy. Beautiful, succinct. I love it even more.
Love you right back, bud.
Is Poppy near you?
Hi.
Please hand her the bell. Oh, you must.
Yeah, I think I'm done with this. Here you go, Poppy.
Hi, Volvin.
Poppy,
Hello.
how long has it been?
Oh.
Well, in your time or my time?
Oh, such tragic math you put upon me.
That's one thing we can both agree on.
Poppy, do you yet live? Is your face still as pristine and beautiful as the day I saw you?
It's still attached.
Sweeter words have never been spoken. Poppy, I implore you, bring you and your gang of ruffians to the Smallcastle. Save me and my father. Convince him to come back to the mainland.
Why don't you... Well, okay. Yeah, we'll be there.
Thank you, my dear sweet.
Oh, what's
Poppy, I've written you a second verse.
You're
and it
breaking
goes,
up.
I'm going through a tunnel.
All right, well, they're alive.
I think he really likes you, Poppy. I don't know if anyone else has picked up on this.
I believe you all said short rest when you first got here, right?
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
go
we
now?
gotta go.
No, I've had longer, yes.
Have we heard from Phenom at all?
Oh, that's a good question. Nothing?
Also, we didn't talk to Rune, so.
Yeah, can we get a message out to Rune?
Yeah, I think Rune shows up here eventually. He flew here with you. You all hear this as Sir Bo shows up with Rune still attached like inside him, using him like a mechanical exoskeleton. Hey guys, still getting used to extra bones here.
Hey, buddy. Say, we're going to be going into a pretty prickly situation.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put you directly in harm's way, but you're pretty excellent at being the rescue mission guy.
I'll take that title.
Okay. I can't give out titles. It's actually a guy's duty for that, but do you just want to be on guard just in case things go south?
Yeah. Do you need the Bifrost back out there, or are you just looking for a little fire support from Sir Bo?
Bifrost?
Yeah, I'd say Bifrost. I mean, if we need you, it's probably because we're down and we just need to get out of there.
Okay.
So hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we'll just come back and we can celebrate. But
Sure. I can be around, but I might be a few miles out. And then just let me know when you need pickup, and I'll be there in a second.
that's perfect. Okay.
All right. Hey, Doran.
Yeah.
He leans into you so that just you can hear this, Doran. He says, if it gets really bad, call me in. I'm not going on without all you.
I nod slowly and meet his eye and then smile to kind of lighten the mood because I know everyone else is around. But yeah, just agreeing. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got you covered.
He might need one of these, and Aaron steps in and gives him an echo bell.
He can hear everything we're doing.
He
all
has
the
an
time.
echo bell.
Yeah, he's Rune has always had like
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I
you just
forgot.
can't talk back to him is the problem.
Well, let's just give him one right now then.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Full circle.
Then I give him an echo bell.
Great.
And Poppy was right. What about Phenom?
I apologize. We did send word. We sent a message. We did not receive a response. Not yet.
How long ago did you send it?
This morning.
Or just this morning, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, I think we got all our people. We got so many NPCs. We don't even know what to do with them. So.
Aaron, we talked about not calling them that to their face.
Listen.
It's an acronym I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't know. They can't hear it. My voice just blurs out whenever I say it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, so I think we should leave the guns and the swords for people. And I guess the gold.
What? Why are we leaving? Just bring the bag with us.
Because we don't need the guns and the swords.
Well, they can have these ones that Dorn just pulled out this morning when he was on crack.
Wow, that's a lot of swords.
Yeah, just leave this pile for the people. We'll take whatever's in there.
Doran changed his shirt 3 times this morning.
He just sweat through each one.
Yeah, just
Do we have a large chunk of bismite
Still have
left?
2 large chunks of bismite.
Okay.
Yep.
I think we should all take a chunk
Crucial.
for ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we're getting split up.
Junk.
Yeah.
Chunk it out.
All right.
And I cannot stress. Oh, no. Sorry. You're the captain. Permission to speak?
Permission granted.
Please communicate everything you're doing. Doran.
What if we hook the echo bells to our heads so that we're always hearing each other and talking to each other?
That's a great idea.
I am picking up a chip. I am putting the chip in my mouth.
Thank you, Mikey.
This is the kind of communication we need. Thank you, Mikey.
I am dissolving the chip.
Ew. He's just sucking on it.
I do implore you to stop there.
Mackie, you should just pick up if we call for you, because you'll be on this side of things.
Oh, very good.
It's important to keep the line clear.
Yeah, not too much chatter.
But if anyone comes for you guys, I want you to mobilize. You
Like run away?
Yes.
Okay.
And take the swords and guns.
I'm surprisingly good at that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Not ready.
You all line up single file in front of that carpet. You've got essentially a farewell party of NPCs all around you that are wishing you the absolute best as you step through, knowing that you'll be hundreds of miles away and yet just a few steps away at the same time. When you step through, gravity reorients on the other side like you've experienced a few times before, and the first thing you see when it all settles right side up is the rolling pin. The rug is sitting right inside the belly of the Shatterhorn, where it has been reparked just outside of Tiny Castle proper, the actual dollhouse inside the throne room, making it easy for refugees to escape out to the plains of Lodom after just a short jaunt. Inside the keep itself, you see the miniature kingdom of Tiny Castle, now abandoned and lightless. And in the shadows, far beyond the sprawling dollhouse kingdom, you see a derelict throne lit by a single sunbeam. And sitting in that throne is King Gluteus Maximus. Kneeling before him, his son, the Prince Volvin. You hear him say, "Father, I beg of you, this is no kingdom without its people. Leave this wretched rock and join your kingdom where it is now. We haven't the numbers to fight back."
Quiet, you soft-bellied showpony! This is what you get from all those painting classes! God damn it, what happened to you? What happened to fight to the death? What happened to honor? What happened to my kingdom?
You have the numbers now.
So we do. We fight back. Yes.
Father, we can fight back, but not you, Father. You're not fit for combat as you once were. Your strong and supple body is years past. You must get back to Bobka's.
Honestly, Mr. King, sir, it might be best if you were to lead your people and get them organized for whatever happens next.
Are you calling me fat?
No?
What?
I don't remember.
I don't think I said that.
I mean, kind of.
Is that what supple meant?
I just worry that, your people need a leader, don't they?
Hey, but there's some ships that are going there right now that are going to attack your people. So
My people?
Yeah, they might need you. They're defenseless.
But what does a king defend when their people are here and their kingdom is there and they're both under attack?
Well,
It's such a difficult choice.
We got this one under control if you
Yeah.
want to take care of the people portion.
Respectfully, what is a kingdom without people?
A lot of expensive buildings.
And for what purpose?
Listen,
You know what? I heard someone earlier going, "Where's our king? I feel so lost without him."
Who was saying this?
I don't. He was like.
Was it Queen
5'5".
Clothora?
Oh yeah, she misses you.
She misses
also.
me. She misses me, yes.
Are you sure? Because I did not see her at all.
Oh, you were doing captain stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, does my kingdom want me or not? I will not return to people who don't need their Pluteus.
Yeah, they definitely need a king. I mean, they're kind of just wandering around and very confused. They're very anxious.
Oh, in fact, there's actually not a ruler at Lodom right now. They don't have anyone in a seat of power, so they could probably use a royal family.
Don't send him into.
How miserably unproductive. Yes, they need direction.
Yeah.
They need someone at the top, yes.
Yes, but only temporarily.
Too small to be heard, I think. It's a plan, then. I go back to this Bobka and his village, and then to then to Lodom. And I take it, and I sit in that throne, and I am king there.
Until this throne is open.
Still too small. Here I go.
Good luck.
Yeah, he gets out of his throne, and Volvin is slowly walking after him, carrying his father's claymore in his arms.
Honestly, a ruler who doesn't really pay attention to ruling is probably the best thing that could happen to Lodom right now. So,
I don't know. I heard he had a lot of tariffs in place.
Topical.
Poppy, my life is yours. My father, he's too old to fight, but me.
I don't want that responsibility. Vulvin, I think you need to do what you think is best.
Very well. Poppy, would you do me the honor of giving me your tiny, tiny hand? Before this battle, Poppy, I must ask.
I don't know.
I think Guy can marry you guys right now.
No, I don't want to get married.
He's the captain. I mean, it's
Please.
his dying wish, Poppy.
He's not dying.
Guy,
He's gonna die.
In your years as general, have you ever produced such a ceremony?
You know, the captain of a ship can marry people on the
Why?
ship.
You don't need the spell.
Yeah.
Why, in fact, I know the spell ceremony.
Then it must happen. Poppy, if this is my last day on Earth, I must be wedded to my one love.
Can we get like a prenup or something?
The kingdom of Smallcastle is yours.
Oh, I don't want the kingdom.
Well, wait.
That's a lot of responsibility, Poppy.
We did lose the bottom half of the island about yesterday.
We don't even know each other that well.
But I feel like I've known you for a lifetime. Or at least I've got high emotions running right now.
What if I say no?
Just do it.
You know what's
you get
strange, though?
married?
I did think you had blonde hair and you don't.
I know I don't. It's never been blonde.
Poppy, would it change your mind if I told you you got a +2 bonus to AC?
Ooh.
Yes. I need it.
Wait, I want to get married.
Wow.
Aaron, what?
Is
But
there
only you get 2 AC if you are within 30 feet of Vulvin.
This is perfect. A lover's AC. Doran, we gotta get married. Doran, this
seriously?
is amazing.
I only have so many spell slots.
Guys,
Wait,
folks.
can you do 2 for 1 though? 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
For what?
Just
Guy.
don't get it mixed up, the names or anything, Guy, for doing that.
Guy,
do you have a divorce?
An
Can you
unceremonious.
do that?
Atonement.
There's a funeral.
So yes.
Just in case.
Any spell that's cast can be broken.
Does performing a funeral on somebody kill them?
It's funeral rites.
Oh, right.
do we even have time for a wedding?
Real quick, double wedding. Shotgun.
We left all our guns in.
No, I still have my shotgun.
You all feel the island suddenly tremble
Oh no.
as it is impacted by a bismite cannon. He says, "Oh, they've started again. Oh, they've been going for hours, but stopped."
How long does ceremony take?
Just 1 hour.
We don't have time for that.
Okay, how about we talk about this later?
Vulvin, you go
Wait.
back with your family, and then I will talk to you afterwards.
It's not a no.
It's not a no. Very well.
How did I get teamed up with Volvin on this? No.
Yes, this is enough for me to live another day. Yes. Very good. I will meet you back at Bobka's villa. Yes.
I'll see you there, my love.
Ah, Poppy, to hear you say it.
Why?
I don't like it.
Farewell, each of you. I'll see you soon. And thank you.
All of you.
I love you. Kind of running up behind you is Tick. He's already sweaty. And he's like, now.
No, we're skipping the ceremony.
What?
Oh, you're talking about oh, okay, sorry. We were just a little distracted with the weddings and stuff.
Oh,
but
weddings.
no, not quite. We need to make sure the shield is down before we start throwing explosions at it.
Not down, but just enough to let us and the ship out.
Oh, right, yes. So we should get in position, right?
Maisie, can you open a door for us?
Into an echo bell.
Yeah.
It's a lot of voices in there.
One fucker.
Maisie, this is a war. There's no time for cookies.
Well, I've never thought I'd hear you say that, Poppy.
Well, we can just get in a position right inside the dome, and then when she's ready.
Sorry, I took way too big of a bite of beef jerky. Okay, what'd you say?
I was hoping you could open a door for us in the sphere so that we can step out.
Yeah, shield down.
Big enough for Not the ship. whole thing.
Here we. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Not. Oh, you just need like a little
Like a door.
Sure.
Egress.
Yeah, like the accidental hole that we had before. Yes.
But on purpose.
No
Where do you-
rats this time.
Big enough for the ship.
For the ship? The Shatterhorn?
Yeah.
Ufta. Okay. Where do you want it?
Between the balls.
Okay.
Let us out. Wherever the ship is.
Yeah, where is the ship?
The boarding deck of the ship is laid down in the like doorway of the keep.
That's okay. So
It's literally
in
like butted
there.
up to it. Yeah.
Can you feel it when we hit it? Do you know where?
I don't know.
What if we drove the ship to the sphere?
Yeah, I can feel it. You have to find the gravitational weak spot. It's called the G spot.
I hate Smallcastle.
Smallcastle is hell.
It's funny.
So we talked with the strategist, the colonel, about setting up shop with the catapults at the 2 areas that are outside of the sphere.
Oh, yeah, I got a copy of the map here. There's like a red X, like right between the balls.
Yeah. That's where we want to come out so that we can set up on both of those spots.
Got it, okay. What's this big brown circle off on the side?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, that's a coffee stain, sorry. Never mind.
So yeah, we just got to get the Shatterhorn up and running and get it to the door, and then we'll let you know when we're ready.
I'll be standing by.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you guys were going to have Kesher fly the thing, is that right?
Kesher and Sojourn will be on the Shatterhorn,
Because of the harpoon guns.
and the rest
Yeah.
of us on the ground.
So we can drop you before we head out.
And Doran's gonna man a catapult.
Or do you want to be on the ship throwing stuff directly at the Leviathan?
Where do you want to be, Aaron?
I don't know. I'll do anything.
If you stick with me, I can get us both to the Leviathan.
I'll go with you to the Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Yeah, let's just take it one step at a time, and then we'll
Okay, to the balls.
to the balls, to hit the small ships, to the wall, to the window. Doran, are you ready?
I am feeling whiplash, Aaron. But yes, I think I'm ready. We're
I was
good.
wondering why you calmed down. Sorry, the marriage thing. Didn't mean to freak you out.
A marriage of convenience, but the convenience is
+2
armor
AC.
class.
When you all walk out of the keep and you can see that shimmering shine of the shield out here, looking out into the airfield, you see the battlefield laid out. There are 6 small ships here, after half of them left to go address the issue in Lodom. Swarming around the Leviathan are 4 of those small ships, moving quite quickly, circling this place. A few of them are hovered around the Leviathan in a sort of protective barricade. Looking closer, you see that these ships are powered by 2 rotors that spin within the wings of the ships on either side. Definitely bismite powered. You'd know those engines anywhere. And the Leviathan. You had seen it once before in Farewell, when it knocked you off that bridge. It's a bad omen for sure. But now you can see it fully unmasked. A colossal craft with heavy slotted iron grates over the prow, making it look something like a knight's visor pulled over the front of the ship, with a host of bismite cannons sticking out from each slot.
Would you say it's about the size of a great beast or bigger?
Much bigger.
Okay.
It's almost the size of the flipping castle.
It is. It's about the size of the island.
Damn. Okay.
Look at the size of that thing.
You can all see the enormity of this ship and the other small ones flying around it, and then suddenly you see this pink and blue and, for just a flash, this golden explosion that spreads out against the shield, and you see this ripple kind of wave out as they shell this thing with bismite cannons again.
Kesher, how often are they shooting?
They seem to be taking test shots every 15 minutes or so.
Do they have to... Is there a large reload time?
Yeah, a Leviathan can kind of go all day, but these little guys, they only shoot a couple times and then they go dock at the Leviathan again.
Well, our best time to strike would be right after their shots, then.
You're right.
You ready?
Yep.
Doran, you're staring out at this battlefield, the second major confrontation of the day. You know that you made it out of that first one by, I don't know, goofiness, luck, some whimsical will to survive, and pulling out a lot of one-time tricks to get you out of Lodom. To take that dragon, Guy had to spend the heart, Poppy had to use her cloak. What do you all have left for this? Some explosives, some catapults? Sure, but the odds are still against you. And Doran, you know that what you face here is maybe the end of your life for all of you. That has you thinking. Doran, you're scrubbing the wood floors of the kitchen. Your father had slowly finished his last whiskey and he left hours ago. But there's still a fire going in the kitchen. And as it dwindles out, you can barely see what you're cleaning anymore. And then that fire suddenly blazes up again as a log is set into it.
Sorry, kitchen's closed now.
No, that's fine. I'm just here to visit, that's all.
Oh.
You look up to see King Marcus Narapriya.
My king, sorry, I covered in soap and stuff.
Of course not. I'm often covered in soap and stuff. It's quite all right. It's okay to do a hard day's work. It's, Doran, is it?
Being slippery runs in the family.
It canonically does.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, Doran, yep. Yes. I don't see you here often.
That's my fault. I probably should be around more often. Just talking with the people, you know? I'm sorry that you and I haven't shared many conversations at all, really.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, being friends with Nail and all, I see you time to time, and I hope it's not an issue that I visit often.
Of course not. You're an excellent friend, a great influence on Nail. I appreciate you. I do. And your father, he's a talented chef. He is. You should be proud.
I am, yeah. What brings you here?
Oh, I was just on my walk.
I did save a few cupcakes if you still want one.
It's very kind of you. He silently watches as you grab one of the cupcakes. You bring it over to him, and he doesn't reach out to take it, but he says, you know, I had a son once who was much like you. His name was Elderon. But he's gone now. I wish I had more time with him. He looks up from the cupcake to your eyes and he says, I wish I had time to teach him. To show him more of the world.
My lord, I mean, Nail is a kind person. I think he'll be wonderful for what is to come.
Of course, I treasure my time with Nail, and I show him everything of the world I know. That is not mutually exclusive with my sorrow, my loss. There is no replacing it. The loss of a child. But Elderon's time in my life was short. I've seen you playing that lute.
Yeah, yeah, I just got it at the shop off of Elm Street, right? Yeah.
You're a talented boy. I've heard you play. I'm curious, though. Do you ever sing?
It's...
You must.
Well,
You must.
My father gets up so early, so I usually can't sing. But yeah, I'll step outside, and there's a spot at the hill often where we glide too. I tend to go there, and that's I'm not comfortable singing. I'm sorry, my lord.
Did you know that singing is magical?
I've heard that. Yes.
There can be real magic in it. But people need to hear it for the magic to work. His expression drops and he changes altogether. He gestures to your lute. Play us something.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know Live On, My Love?
That's one of the first ones I learned, actually. It's a lot of finger picking, so it was pretty tricky.
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't heard you play it before. Go ahead.
Okay. Doran goes back into the kitchen and moves the stacks of potatoes to the side and pulls out the lute. Keeps the grease off of it. And getting into tune. And then he sits down next to the king and starts playing the song.
Okay. The king goes. The sun in your eyes and a grin on your face, warm and bright. Live on, my love, through the night. When you wake up, my love, I'll have left you with all my love. Take it with you. Live on, my love. Live on, my love. Do what you can for them all in your short time. Give them your love. Take your mind, just please. And something in the king's voice chokes. His expression tightens as if there's more to the thought, but he can't seem to be able to say it. And all the same, you feel a certain comfort wrap around you. A sense of well-being, that nothing can go wrong. A feeling that you now realize, Doran, was the Death Ward spell. King Marcus smiles down at you and leaves wordlessly as you hold on to your lute, and you keep plucking idly for just a few minutes. And then the door flies open, and you see Aranale, your best friend. Doran, we're going on a secret mission. The guards are being cool for once. And that's it. Doran, you're back already. That was the night Nail died. That was moments before you were taken out, and that's the reason you lived.
Doran kind of stops mid-stride and grabs Aaron's arm.
What?
I'm sorry. A lot just hit me.
You okay? What's wrong? And Aaron grabs him with both their arms.
I don't know how much you meant it. I mean...
Sorry.
But Aaron, I'm here for it. Look, I can't lose you, so.
Hey, it's okay. Aaron pulls him into a hug. Whatever happens, even though I really wanted that AC bonus, I meant it too. And Aaron gives him a really tight hug, pulls back, and then grabs his face and kisses him full on the mouth, this might be our last kiss ever. Yeah.
Doran leans into the kiss and maybe fudging the spell mechanics a bit, but I want to essentially cast Death Ward in this act of affection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On me?
On Aaron.
Oh.
Are you telling Aaron you're doing it?
I'll keep you safe as best I can. So Death Ward, you feel this effect. It's just kind of like a warmth, just like hitting you from the center, and it expels outwards. And you can feel like the tingling in your fingers and extremities. But so what this spell does is, if you were to drop to 0, instead you drop to 1 hit point, and then the spell ends. So this will last up to 8 hours.
Wow. I wish I had something to give you too, but I'll look out for you out there, like I always do. Try not to fall.
Yeah, well, I got the glider, and, with the whole being air thing, there's a lot more people depending on me staying alive than before, I guess.
Yeah, but we're the only ones that matter here, so I got your back and you got mine, right?
Yeah.
You hear the crunching of gravel behind you. You see Tick carrying 4 catapults in his arms, going, catapult, catapult, the only word that ends in pult.
We're going to die. Doran starts running again.
That's the only thing he's good at.
Could I cast something real quick?
Yeah.
I want to use aid.
Okay.
And I want to cast it at, I think I might just do a 3rd level. That's okay. I need my higher level spell slots. It bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point max and current hit points.
Well,
Getting hit.
Well,
And marriage heavy episode.
yeah.
Hit point max and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration of 8 hours.
All right.
Who's that going to?
I'm thinking Guy, who's going into the ship, Doran, who tends to put himself in harm's way, and Sojourn, who's going to be a distraction. What?
I'm gonna get targeted.
Yeah.
It's a good
And I
call.
think Aaron tends to be invisible a lot.
Yep.
Just remember, in 8 hours, your HP max goes down by 5.
That'd be a tragic end to a very long fight.
well, we did it with 4 hit points remaining.
I'll give each of you a tiny little kiss on the cheek.
Oh,
Any mechanical benefit there?
No.
I'm getting so many kisses.
this is a
Yeah.
smoochy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That's
lovey.
just how I'm casting
Much
aid.
more lovey than I thought it would be this time around.
We all feel like we're going to die.
Yeah.
We're scared.
Terrified.
Every now and then you see another bismite shell roll over the shield, and it feels scary. It feels like the shield is going to give, but at the same time, you know it won't. It just doesn't work like that.
Is the air, what's the weather like? Is it like a cloudy, stormy?
It was overcast back in Lodom, but here it's actually not so bad. It's fairly clear. There's a little bit of clouds below, but not much above.
Is it the middle of the day?
It is. It's pretty early in the day yet, actually. It's like not even noon yet.
Okay.
You guys took over Lodom by lunchtime.
Love it.
You're all getting into positions, and then you hear Maisie over the echo bell, and she goes, "Is it time? Did you guys make it to the G-spot?"
We sure did.
All right. Did you all want to just sneak through first, or should I make it big enough for the Shatterhorn?
Big enough.
All right. Stand back just a bit. I don't know what this is going to look like. 3, 2, 1, gape it. And you see a big hole go, wow, kind of like open up in the shield. She says, all right, don't tell anyone that's there.
I mean,
Ooh,
I think we'd want to close it behind us, right?
Oh, yeah, I could do that, yeah.
Or like small enough again for people.
Oh, just a single person. That's
Yeah.
smart. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
All right. So anybody who's getting off better get off now.
All right, I'm going to get these catapults up. You said, 2 on eye of the ball? Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Try and keep them far enough apart that they can't be a single target.
It's better for them to be separated, I understand.
Jesus Christ.
Have to.
Good luck, Sojourn.
Thanks. You too.
Who has the bones?
Doran broke his.
I have one.
Maybe give it to Guy.
Sure, here you go.
Oh.
Sojourn and Guy with the finger bones.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, you got an extra life each.
I'll go with Sojourn on the ship, I think. It's only where... That's where I'll be useful, I think.
We'll try and do as much damage as we can.
Everyone hands in?
Hands in.
Yes. On 3.
1, 2,
Two,
3.
three.
Don't be reckless.
Don't do that.
Heroes.
All right. Let's start with Team Shatterhorn. We've got Kesher at the helm, yes, flying the actual thing. Mm-hmm. Sojourn and Doran are out on the deck, manning the balliste. You never replaced that one harpoon line on the other side, so you've just got one to work with for the time being. You hear that so satisfying sound of the Bismite engine starting up on this thing. Works like the day you bought it. That's what it sounds like.
Just like the day we bought it.
Yeah. And before you know it, Doran, Sojourn, you are airborne.
All right.
You're moving at slow speed, low altitude until you get to that egress. You're primed to go. Are you going to head out straight away?
Gonna get your claws out?
I mean, I want to try and protect the catapults as long as we can before launching straight at the Leviathan.
Sure, okay.
So I guess, Kesher, that's our head, and just let's bob and weave around the catapults and keep them from getting targeted and do as much damage as we can.
Helicopter mode, you got it.
I'll assist as best I can. I'm gonna give Bardic Inspo to Sojourn.
Hey.
You all see the Shatterhorn rise out of that egress and start to take kind of evasive maneuvers right by those catapults. At the same time, you see those catapults start to just grow into full-size catapults out on the balls here.
It's beautiful.
Kesher, how are we doing as far as fuel goes?
Oh, we're actually more than fine. We got to restock a little bit. I don't know if anybody told you, but there was practically no bismite in the lower half of the island when you all fell. So we just lost a ton of weight and no bismite. They brought it all up to like the actual Smallcastle area, so we took some of that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop in the engine room and just grab a little bit, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, will you grab some for me too?
Sure.
More?
Addicts.
Just in case. I have yet to buy.
I don't need it.
I did it on purpose. I haven't done it on purpose yet.
When I go down there, I'm just gonna take a look around at the engine room and try to. I've hung out in engine rooms quite a bit, actually. Yeah. But I'm trying to get an understanding of how everything works, as it hasn't mattered as much before.
Yeah.
But as I'm grabbing some of the bismite, thinking about that, just in case it comes up with the Leviathan.
Yeah. This is the most like in the center of the ship room of the entire ship. This is the most protected spot. But there's all this pipe work and stuff that goes out to the actual engines that provide the thrust for this. You can tell that like the engine itself is in the heart of the ship. It's in the most protected place, but the thrusters are usually quite far away. You know that the bismite engine room of the Leviathan is at its core.
Great. Okay. So, yep, I'll scoop up some bismite and head on deck again.
All right, when you get out there, you see blue skies above and cloudy skies below, 6 ships around you, and Leviathan ho. I had to make that rhyme. At the same time, Tick has all of his catapults up to full size. He is lacking right now some of that black powder. He needs those kegs over there. This was part of the plan that hadn't been worked out yet. Those kegs need to make it over to the catapults before he can start launching stuff.
I can carry kegs.
They're on the ship?
Sorry, no, they're in the storehouse, still on Smallcastle.
Okay.
Yeah. Guy, you show up with 2 giant kegs of black powder on either shoulder, setting them before the catapults, ready for your second trip back in. Oh. Should I even try to take out these smaller ones? They're so much faster.
Yeah, we're gonna try to take them out first.
Yeah. Aim for the propellers.
All right.
We can take out those ones guarding the Leviathan for sure. They're swarmed all together.
Yeah, much more stationary.
Are we using all the black powder in one?
We've got about 150 barrels.
Oh, then we're fine.
I'd say so. So, Guy, was there anything else you needed to, and you can tell that he's talking right now because he's trying to cover the in the background. He has already lit the fuse on a barrel.
Should we be taking cover or something, Dick?
Yeah, and he reaches up and swipes down and hits the lever on the catapult, and you hear this as this barrel just goes flying out towards the blockade of ships in front of the Leviathan. You just see the keg just go like, just off into the clouds.
Well,
Nowhere near any of the ships, and he goes, all right, so left.
It's his first time shooting one of these. Actually, they're kind of, you need a lot of accuracy to hit a direct thing.
I'll go get some more barrels and maybe I help you with this one.
Right, yeah.
Guy, try to find a cart or something, not just carrying them.
Sure.
What about Steed?
Yes, Steed can double load. Come to me, Steed. We need to get those powder barrels over here.
I was afraid you weren't going to invite me to this one.
Oh, we'll be getting lots of Steed time.
Good. Can we, tie all these shits together so I can just drag them all out at once?
You're so fucking smart, Steed.
Let's do something like that.
But drag them slowly.
You and Steed work together to get a good amount of these barrels out there. But Guy, as you return on your second journey out here, on your second sojourn out here, you see something catastrophic. A massive explosion. The catapults on the left ball were both exploded at the same time as they received a shell strike from the Leviathan. One of the cannons launched and obliterated both of those catapults.
Oh, that's not good. We need to make this hit count, Tick.
Oh, wait, we can see where those cannons are on the ship?
Yeah, you can see them extending out of the kind of visor on the Leviathan.
Cool. Aaron wants to burn, and then transform into Kree, the bird.
Okay. So you have already burned today.
Yeah, but it says I can do it.
Oh, God.
The consequences for burning more than once in a day are dire.
I see.
You are totally allowed to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, great.
All right, what do you want to turn into?
Kree.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
You're going to bury a bird person.
Kree, the Dawn fella.
All right. Yeah, you turn into Kree. You'd only met Kree when Kree was a little ruffled, to say the least. So that's the form that you turn into. This kind of crazy-looking, gigantic, colorful bird with his big, long tail feathers. Giant claws, giant beak. You're a weapon of mass destruction.
I was going to go attack one of the small ships to take it out. Try to rip out its propellers.
Yeah.
I guess I'll maybe do that as a warm-up to get used to being Kree.
Do you want to be invisible?
Yeah. Would love that for me.
Invisible giant bird.
Oh my God.
That's
Is that greater invisibility?
Mm-hmm.
Great way to save money on special effects, too.
Yeah. So you stay invisible while you're attacking.
So we...
Just like a shadow of a bird.
Just a shimmer.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And Poppy will slap you on the tail feather.
Yeah.
And say, "Go hunt."
As you do. Oh my God. That's a great callback. As you slap the tail feathers, you see them disappear. This kind of translucent effect, like fiber optics, slides up Kree, and he disappears. He, she, bird disappears.
They.
Bird, they.
Birds are hot.
Birds are hot.
All right. We don't have much of an initiative right now. Who's got the next idea?
Tick, if you have enough barrels, I might as well take to the sky now, too.
I do. Thank
Try
you.
to clear you some space.
You hear another should Tick attack a small ship or the Leviathan?
I still think it's those ships guarding the Leviathan.
Got it.
Are you helping?
Yeah, I
Is this
would
an
like to
advantage?
use the help action, I guess.
Awesome.
Or
Yeah.
before I take off.
Let's have you also roll a d20.
That's a 7.
Cool. Tick got a 19 this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good for Tick.
With your combined
I
effort,
helped.
you grab the front of the catapult and just slide it 20 degrees to the left, and then he frowns up at you and slides it back to the right, and then you both kind of split the difference, hit the cord, launch this thing, and it fucking detonates. It hits one of the ships dead on. It doesn't hit the propeller, so it's taking flat damage here. Thomas, roll me up 8d6.
Hey.
Roll me up a bit of that 8d6.
25 damage.
25 damage. This ship is effectively bloodied. You see some of its rotors start to spit this black smoke, and because it's still operational while it's bloodied, it's actually going to try to dock back at the Leviathan. It goes on the retreat.
How does it dock?
You see it move towards the back of the Leviathan, and Kree, while you're up in the air, you kind of like chase this thing around. You see this hatch momentarily drop down. That ship flies in like it's on the Death Star, lands on this little hangar bay inside, and
Great.
Recon.
I'm a visible burb.
I'm a visible bird.
Good hit, Tick. You got this. Just put a little English on it like we did last time.
I'm really bad at English.
I noticed that.
Because apparently I have a bad accent.
All right, it's seed time.
It's my favorite time.
Are we basically like right up against the null mist below us?
Yes, Smallcastle is lowered as low as it can go.
Yeah, okay.
Aboard the Shatterhorn, Sojourn and Doran here. Your goal is to kind of protect these catapults. Are you going to go on the offensive to achieve that?
I'd like to start shooting at ships that get close.
All right. Yeah.
The ships.
This blockade of ships doesn't seem to be moving. There are two that are still standing right in front of the Leviathan as its kind of front guard, but there's 3 more ships orbiting this island. One of them is about to come close.
Do you want to take this one or should I?
You take the lead. I'll help with the aiming thing. I'm going to try to use a help action to
Yeah.
All right.
Sojourn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to take up the harpoon and try and aim for the propeller section if I can.
Yep.
Flat D20 or what am I adding?
Yeah, I'll let you add your proficiency since you are familiar with ranged weapons of the like. You've shot this thing before on practice.
Okay.
You promised everybody that you'd get really good at it because you were so ashamed of your first attempt.
Yeah, it was a big old bummer.
Oh no, is that what I think it is?
Well, I told you I was using the help action, so you get advantage.
That's good.
Yeah, was that a natural one?
Yep. Yep, it was.
That's way better. Thanks, Doran. I'm just adding proficiency.
And your dexterity as well. So classic
so
ranged
it's
weapon.
7. Yeah, okay. So 24 to hit.
Yeah, dead on hit. What happens here, Sojourn, as you're going to launch this thing, you know that like plate on the ground to step on that actually makes the ballista like flip over and come up onto the deck. No problem, you remembered that. You get this thing into firing position. You feel that like perfect aim on this other ship. The one thing you forget as you go to fire this is to make sure that it's tethered to the actual ship before you launch it so that it doesn't just fly off into space. Right before you shoot this thing, Doran just kind of points at the end of the rope that's not tied onto anything and ties it on. All right, this thing launches. Let's do some piercing damage, and that 24 is plenty to hit the rotor on this thing. Let's do a 4d10 piercing damage.
Okay. 21.
21. I had previously explained that hitting the rotors on these gives you a 4x damage multiplier.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That is 84 damage against this ship. You see the harpoon go into the rotors on this thing, gets caught in the blades. The whole ship abruptly spins around and down into the clouds. Gone.
Can I try to drag my harpoon back?
Yeah. You see the rope like go straight down into the null mist, and it goes taut, and then it goes loose, and you can pull it right back up.
I crank it and I'm like, I think I got it.
As that ship falls in, you both take one more look up at the Leviathan, and this thing is just so big, easily 3 times the size of the Heaven's Feather.
Lanati's going to love this gift we're going to give her. We're going to drop that, right? That's the plan?
I assume we'd give it to her fully broken
Right,
and
yeah.
demolished. Oh, okay. You were being facetious.
Yeah, like destroy her. Yeah.
No, I get it. You're right.
The two of you hear this distant "Erp." You see the Leviathan clad in its thick plates of armor, this invincible juggernaut bristling with bismite cannons, aims straight at you. You hear as it fires around.
Can there be something for Kesher being good at maneuvering?
Being able to dodge out of that?
Yeah.
I would say that contributes to the ship's AC, which was unfortunately triumphed over in this moment.
We should have taken the rolling pin off of the ship.
That is
Yeah, probably.
an explosion.
Yeah.
The two of you hear wood and shrapnel and metal flying off the Shatterhorn as the entire ship just lists off to the side, and you feel a sudden jolt. I need you both to make dex saves.
My one weakness.
Oh my god.
Dirty 20. Can I cast guidance on Doran?
Not in the moment. Not
Okay.
as a reaction.
Okay.
It's a dex save?
Yep.
9.
At least you have a wingsuit.
Jesus Christ.
Doran, the jostling. You are thrown from the ship out on the deck
That's
here.
okay.
Yeah. Sojourn, you're fine.
Doran's going to extend his arms out and shoot him off to the side as he's practiced to
Yes.
activate his
Yeah. And I
glider
get to
suit.
use the special sound effect I made for it. So excited. Yeah. Yeah, Doran, you don't skip a beat. Throw your arms off to either side as if you fucking wanted this to happen.
Doran has a realization he wasn't as scared this time. He's getting it.
Doran!
I'm good. I'm good. Sojourn, coming back around.
Kesher, could you drop it just a bit?
Yeah. You see the ship drop down a little bit. She runs out onto the deck. You're just like, who's flying this thing? You look in, and she's got like a broom handle lodged into the cylinder. She looks over the side, and she goes, all right, we're fine. We can take that.
All right.
There's a hole in the ship, but it's okay.
What part of the ship got hit?
So it's like in the belly, kind of. So you can actually see like a little bit of the bathroom just has a window in it now.
Okay. And I land back on the deck.
Don't even need sound effects.
All right. Let's avoid those ones in the future. That was a big one. That was scary.
Maybe we should go after the cannons.
Cree screeches in the distance. And I'm mad because they shot at my friends
Yes.
and my lover. So I'm gonna go. I'm going for those cannons
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
with Cree.
Yeah. They've got 6 cannons on the front of this thing. Go for it, Kree.
I'm invisible.
Yeah.
What do I roll? Just a 20?
Yeah, we'll have you make, as if you were doing a melee attack as Aaron.
Don't know what to do with that. How do I do that? Unarmed strike?
You Dexon.
Does sneak attack only work for range?
No, you got sneak attack on this. You're invisible.
So is it 2s? 2Ds?
You've got advantage, yes. You're invisible.
2Ds?
Is this D? 2Ds?
Okay. My attack. So it's just unarmed strike? Sorry. I'm trying to understand.
No. So I'm just looking for the attack part of it here. So do it as if you were doing like a short sword attack.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
A non-natural 20.
Perfect. Definitely hits those cannons.
5d6 for sneak attack.
Yep. And then that'll be on top of your actual damage here, which, let me get that.
Freebird?
Yeah.
Okay, it was 15 for just the sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
15, there's still time for Cree.
Again, needs to be louder. Cool. That is 4d8 plus 9 on top of what you did.
4d8.
Yep.
Can I do a custom? Let's do it on here. 4d8.
I request to act next.
You got it.
Okay.
So 21 plus 15.
Nice. Yeah, 36 damage. We'll spread that out over a few cannons here. You destroy half of the cannons on this ship.
Yes!
The entire left side of the Leviathan now has this giant claw mark going down the whole side. You scratched through some of the iron. You dragged one of the cannons out of the war room and like out into the clouds.
Yes.
And they didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They still don't know how it happened. They just suddenly destroyed themselves.
Okay, I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to cast magic missile
Okay.
at one of the small ships.
Okay. Where do you want to hit it?
In the rotor.
There you go.
Good choice.
I picked
Excellent
magic
choice.
missile because it always.
Yeah. What level did you cast it at?
I think 4th.
Damn. God, you're fucking me playing Baldur's Gate right now. Magic missile, can't miss, always damage.
So it's
Get that ring that gives you extra missile. 64 plus 1 each.
19 damage.
All right. And which of these ships are you going after? One of the blockade or one of the orbiters?
Are the blockade shooting at all?
They have not been so far. They're just kind of like standing as like a guard. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take out whatever orbiter is closest.
All right, cool. Yeah, the second of the 3 orbiters comes around on time, and you're just kind of like tracking it with your hand as it comes around.
I'm going to do like a point and squint one eye.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see a rotor, I'm just going to
Yeah, that's
like
beautiful.
finger gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all see Poppy finger blast this thing, and Pinch is standing on Poppy's shoulder, and Pinch is just like making it rain at the same time, just like shooting out little chocolate chips.
Oh my god.
And Poppy, these magic missiles fly towards the ship, and just with like precision targeting, they hit that rotor. Pop, 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 pop. You see the rotor just pew, spring off, goes up into the clouds. This ship turns upside down and just keeps spiraling. And you see it trying to like regain itself. It goes towards the Leviathan to try to dock, and it crashes up against it. And it just draws this giant burning scar across the Leviathan as it crashes and burns.
I'm going to say, take that, Mom.
That was one of the blockade ones? Or?
Yeah. No,
That was an orbiter.
one of the
Orbiter.
orbiters.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got 2. We got 1 orbiting, 2 on the blockade.
Okay. Can I go next?
Yep.
Have I taken off yet with Steed?
Sure.
Well, what if I wanted to take a barrel with me?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Circle back.
Yep. Guy's gonna grab a barrel, and I would have liked to go low, but since the null mist is there, we're gonna go high.
Okay.
Using Steed's good jumping technique.
Definitely.
And get above the blockade ships.
Okay. Cool.
And if I can get there, guy's gonna tip his head a little bit and light the barrel on his
Neck.
neck flame.
Oh my god. That's so
and
cool.
That's
then
fantastic.
Drop it right on him.
That's a great plan. However, the Leviathan is keenly interested in killing you, guy.
Sure it is.
As soon as you take off, you see all 3 of the remaining cannons on the Leviathan aim up towards you.
Okay. Can I remind you how agile Steed is?
Rolled the same number on a disadvantage. You're too tiny for them to effectively aim at, but they did get a 17 total.
Is that against my
Against
AC?
your AC.
That's a miss.
You feel the ripple in the air. You feel yourself being drawn in like a vortex as this bullet path comes right near you. If you've ever been like sitting in a car in a turn lane as another car rushes past you at 90 miles an hour, how you kind of suck into it for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you feel.
Ooh.
You smell burning bismite as it passes you. But you're fine.
All right.
You tip your head up.
Bombs away.
You light the keg. You drop it on the ship. Give me 8d6. Now, is this on the Leviathan itself?
I mean, I think I want to do it to that cannon area that Kree
Got
messed up.
Yeah.
To those cannons in front.
There's a little more precision involved with that, I'll warn you. I'm looking for a 16 or higher. Sorry, for the aiming here, I'm imposing an additional, like, ranged attack.
Okay. It's going to be dex for me.
Yes. I don't think you'd have proficiency on here, so I'm needing a d20 plus your dex modifier.
That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Just hit the
got
Leviathan.
it.
Well, if
Just
he
roll
misses the
good.
cannon.
Yeah, whatever.
If you miss the
Guy
cannon, you'll
320s.
likely hit the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's
Just
great.
roll
then.
good.
Yeah, I'll just roll a d20. A 20. I mean, it's,
Oh no.
Guessing it's not a 20.
it's significantly less than a 20.
How significant?
The opposite.
Yeah.
No.
We have the curse of this side of the table.
Gonna put you away.
All right.
He was already gonna hit, right?
Yeah, Guy, you lean your head over, light this keg, and you're like in the perfect position to throw this down on the cannon. Right as Steed goes by, you whip it down on the cannon. You see this like immaculate lineup. It's going perfectly towards that bank of cannons. Yeah, chef's kiss. Suddenly, without warning, without reason or cause, the barrel just bounds back up towards you because it just bounced off a giant invisible bird.
Me.
You hear this as the keg bounces up and explodes in midair, barely scraping the side of the Leviathan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Guy, what you learn from this, though, is that the plating on the Leviathan is much too strong for a fireball to get through.
Educational.
I'm a bitch. I'm a bird.
Little bitch bird. All right, where are we at?
There's no initiative, so where are
True.
we at?
Yeah, it's really kind of like idea based, and then when you guys lag, I shoot you. So
Yeah.
who's got the
Okay.
next idea?
So-
How close are the closest targets to me?
There is one blockade still. There is one orbiter that's on the opposite side of the island.
Looking for range.
I would say the blockade is about 150 feet from you.
Okay.
Doran, you haven't gone yet, aside from falling off
Yeah.
the ship.
Do something.
Yeah, maybe turn order would be good. But
Okay. Yeah.
It's your turn.
Doran starts initiative.
Doran thinks back to something Poppy was saying when we were putting our hands in the middle. Something about recklessness. Something about being reckless. I head on over to Sojourn. Stop fucking with that pencil. We're trying to talk.
I think I'm out of lead finally. Continue on. Sorry, Doran.
It's all good. Doran heads over to Sojourn. This might hurt, but I think it's worth a try.
What?
This isn't going well, this whole like shaking out each ship, and
Rat.
I think I'm just gonna try to get us in.
Okay. What? How?
Just hold on tight. We'll just see how this goes.
Kesher, can you give us a sharp angle?
Yeah, we trying to get closer? Or?
I need a good view of the Leviathan.
Okay, we're gonna have to get closer either way. All right, hold on to your butts. I'm kicking up the engines.
Okay.
You both feel this lurch as the ship rockets forward. You come up along the side of this thing.
Where exactly are you trying to get to?
Stop talking, I'm concentrating.
So Doran's just gonna be like looking. I imagine we're like slightly over it now, and kind of like circling it on some level.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to kind of get a sense, following the pipes, like trying to figure out where the engine might be.
Yeah.
When I think I see it, I'm gonna attempt to dimension door
Oh.
With Sojourn?
with Sojourn.
I love
Dimension
this.
Doran
I love
strikes
this.
again.
I
That's
love
how
this.
they merged with a bulkhead.
I need 2 rolls from you, Doran.
Yeah.
1 perception check.
Okay.
Weapon check.
Guidance?
Thank you.
Fair. Guidance is fair.
Okay.
Guidance.
So what does guidance give me?
A D4. I'm pretty sure it's not good.
That sounds
I
right.
don't think it scales, yeah.
Perception? Just flat D4 added?
Yep.
This is unfortunately sight-based, so no advantage.
Okay. So 18 for perception.
Very good. Yeah. You've got a good sense of where this engine room might be. Second roll.
How is your perception plus 10?
Bard.
He's Doran.
I'm a bird.
Arcana check.
That's not something I have.
Oh, would you look at that?
Whose
Should've
side are you
taken
on?
me.
Yeah.
I'm on the balls side.
Guidance.
Doran falls and dies, and Poppy's like, good.
If it- yeah.
Serves him right.
Okay, so Arcana?
Yep.
Fuck me. Okay. 10.
The perception is great. You have a good idea of where this thing is. The execution, though, you're off.
Like, how off? Null mist's off?
No, you're in the ship.
Okay. Awesome. All right. That's good enough.
Is it though?
Doran and Sojourn, you drop about 8 feet in the air. There's a huge clamor and clatter as all these metal pieces fall to the ground. It's dark in here. There's some like overhead, like fluorescent looking lights. There's a little bit of commotion, a little bit of movement, some people moving away from you as you fall into here. As best you can tell, you're in some kind of storage room with just a few other signs of life, but they're quickly evacuating this room. You hear somebody shouting farther down the hall.
I cast Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
We gotta get out of here.
Where are you? I can't hear a damn thing. So quiet.
I just grab his arm and I run.
All right. you're running together down these like rows of different supplies. This veritable warehouse seems to stretch on forever with shelf upon shelf of raw materials. You see sheet metal and black powder, ball bearings and gears and dowels and bolts and machining tools. You see spare cannons and prefabricated machine parts. You see racks of weapons and armor here.
This is about as far as I thought it through. Do you want to take the lead now?
Where are we trying to go?
I don't know.
All right, well, let's get out of this room at least so they don't know where we are.
If we can get to the engine room, I can try to blow it up, but maybe if we can take out Viren, that would be enough. What should we do?
I was going to try and do like a primeval awareness.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to feel if like Viren is nearby.
Yeah. You can definitely feel that there is a powerful, likely evil Fey presence very close to you. You can tell that it's at the front of the ship, the helm.
I think we got to go to the front. So it's Viren or the engine.
Your call, Sojourn.
I think if we take the ship out now, we're going down with it. But we have a chance to get to Viren right now. Let's head to the helm.
Okay, let's do it.
You're on your way out of that storage room, and you almost make it. But towards that exit, as soon as you start to see light coming in from another room, you see that there is a human and a gnome at that threshold, both of them wielding strange mechanical-looking weaponry, guns similar to the ones that you were wielding before. Give me an insight check, both of you.
Just this die needs to be melted down.
I like that idea.
I got an 18.
All right.
Natural one.
Ooh. Sojourn, I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
I've rolled 3 nat 1s today. Also, we are passing without trace.
That's right. That's true. However, you did not pass without a trace when you hit the floor. So they do know you're here. They're having a hard time tracking you. But they knew you were trying to get out of this room eventually. They're waiting for you at the threshold. Doran, what you notice with these two quote-unquote guards standing here, this gnome and this human, they are shaking. They are not fighters. They are engineers. They're dancing now. They're terrified. They don't want to fight. They don't know how to use weapons or kill people.
Change of plan?
What do we do?
I make my presence known, and I'm going to cast... Which one looks like the might be in charge, or do they seem like pretty comparable?
The gnome is standing in front. The human keeps referring to the gnome with their eyes, looking for validation or direction. You can tell that gnome is in charge here.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dominate Person on the gnome.
All right.
So that's going to be... It's going to be a wisdom save.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 17.
Can I Silvery Barbs a spell save of my own spell?
Tim's rolling good tonight.
I feel like
I am.
I feel like I can do it. I mean, it sounds like I could Silvery Barbs it.
Just do it and explain next episode why it was actually illegal.
Oh my God, is that what you've been doing? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. Stick and move.
Barbs.
Can't.
You're barbed.
We could retcon it because I could have used a ability that I would have used that if I had thought about it. But
Dissonance?
Unsettling words.
That's right.
Yeah.
Disadvantage or lower it?
It lowers it by a D10 roll.
Okay. Go ahead. That's 17. Let's decrease that by
4. I'm sorry. I would have absolutely used that ability. I just was plain sloppy. 4 minus whatever the roll was.
17. That is a 13.
Okay. That's a fail. So now Dominate Person is a 5th level spell. You have a telepathic link with the charmed target while the two of you are in the same plane of existence. On your turn, you can use this link to issue commands to the target. No action required. Target does its best to obey on its turn. Essentially, I have control over this person, and they can. So up to 1 minute.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the. Once I realize the spell effect has taken, I'm going to say, "Tell the human with you, I know them. It's okay," and take us to the command room.
Okay. Sojourn, from your perspective, both of these people are just holding guns at you, and you know what these shits can do because you just wielded one of these guns, something similar to it. All of a sudden, that gnome just puts its gun down and says, "It's all right.
I know these guys. It's cool. Let's, we can bring them up front. Where did you need to get to?
We need to talk to Viren.
Are you sure? They look pretty nasty. I mean, they just kind of came in here. They just showed up out of nowhere. I think they're from the bad guys.
No. Don't worry about it. Ralph, it's cool.
Ralph, we're cool. Everything's fine.
You hear this slight little click as he puts his gun back into his holster and he says, I wasn't looking to shoot anybody. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest.
Good, I'm kind of sick of getting shot at today, so.
All right, well, anybody need a stick of gum?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right, well, let's get going.
Right,
Sojourn is just giving this, like, anxious grin.
Doran, in your mind the whole time, you're counting down. You can feel that tenuous connection to this gnome just waning as the seconds go by. You gotta ditch these people.
We gotta go quick. We got an important message for Viren.
Oh, for Viren. Right. We're gonna have to get you straight away. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's take a shortcut. We can go from the storage room up through the other part of my notes. The hangar bay. Let's go up that way, and then we can get to the helm.
Great, let's go.
Yeah, well, as we're walking, will you tell us the directions, and then we can just take it from there?
But yeah, so we'll go up the stairs from here into the hangar bay, and from there, it's just straight forward to the helm, and then there's some stairs up, and you're practically there.
All right, thanks, guys.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
We got it from here. Just look for whoever else fell in here.
Oh, good idea. Ralph, let's go check for other people who appeared in that room.
Okay.
Thanks, Rolf.
Thanks, guys.
Tell Ralph you love him.
I love you, Ralph.
That's really okay. Great. Let's go.
Whoa, hey.
Oh my god.
All right, that is the end of that turn. Aaron, as giant invisible Kree. Yes.
Oh, I get to go, or are you telling me something?
It's up your turn.
It's up my feathers. It's up my feathers.
Up your turn, pal.
I'm gonna go for the other cannons.
There you go.
Pew pew. Pew pew. Okay, I got advantage because I'm invisible.
Correct.
Invisibird.
What a great plan.
21.
Nailed it.
Remind me again. I get the sneak attack.
It was 4d8.
Oh god.
Plus 9.
45.
45. All right.
45 damage to them cannons.
Yep, nice. That is enough to take out the other bank of cannons. The Leviathan is disabled.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back towards the island balls.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pick up Poppy.
All right.
I have no idea you're coming.
Yeah, this is a little difficult. Yeah.
I just land and the ground shakes.
Yeah, and you can feel this giant presence, this flapping wings, a slight distortion of light near you.
Well, Skyland is falling again.
No, she knows. She turned me invisible.
Yeah. You get the idea, Poppy. But Aaron, Poppy, and Guy on that island, you see something bad. The remaining forces have about-faced. They got the order to come back. There's too much going on here, too much damage. You see 6 ships on the horizon, heading back towards you. These ones are ready to fire. They left with ammo to use at Lodom. They're ready to go. That's 6 blasts incoming. They're still a ways off. You've got some time.
Okay.
You've got about a minute before they're going to be in combat here.
We can prep for
Like
that.
coming from the same direction?
They're coming from behind the Leviathan.
With those cannons gone, I'm going to get as close to the Leviathan as I can.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to land on it?
I kind of do.
Cool. Yeah, Steve touches down on the Leviathan, right on the roof.
Yeah, and
there.
I'm going to look for an airlock or something.
Give me a investigation check.
Yeah, I'm going to be great at that.
You're gonna smell it?
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
I sniff around for
Give me
some-
advantage.
Where's that evil air coming from?
I can smell Viren's perfume.
Okay. 14.
14. All right. You smell a bismite exhaust vent somewhere. You might be able to squeeze your big ol' self into that vent, maybe burn up in the process, but there's an egress somewhere. You still don't know where the hell it is.
All right. I'm going to follow my nose.
All right. You come upon this slot in the Leviathan. The precarious position of it, you'd have to risk falling off of this ship to even crawl into that hole. It's pumping out hot bismite exhaust. You're not sure that you'd live going into it, but it's a hole.
Okay.
Everyone, I'm on top of the Leviathan. I might have a way inside. Did the rest of you see those ships approaching?
We're in the Leviathan.
What?
When did that happen?
Doran and I just kind of got in.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
We're headed to Viren.
Aaron and I could probably make it on the ship too then.
Don't get there before I do. I might have an entryway, or I might have a, well, we'll see, I guess.
Okay. Good luck.
Poppy and Aaron, still on that island, about to take off again. You hear a voice behind you, and it says, I heard there was a fan of Maneuvero here. Does Guy even know that I had a hand in designing that game? Those illusions, that's all my work. I wanted to come by and say I'm sorry, and I wanted to give him the expansion set. It's the aircraft play.
Oh, shit.
He's up there.
Oh. Well?
The Phenom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Poppy and Aaron see Phenom standing behind them with a small wooden box full of jostling parts inside. This is an expansion of Maneuvero that includes airships, naval combat, that kind of thing. He sets it down on the just the stone surface here, unfolds the game board, and you see manifesting behind you this giant nautical flying ship, complete with classical cannons all along the side. He says, I can give you enough of a distraction for these incoming ships. You just gotta get in there.
That would be great. If you step back like 2 feet, you can get inside of the shield.
That's a great idea. He steps back inside.
Any other advice?
Don't hate people just because they did one wrong thing.
That's not my fight to fight.
Libera, she's not bad. She just got really far into a really weird kind of wormhole.
You hear Kree click their beak loudly.
What in the fucking Jesus is that?
Oh, that's Aaron.
Oh my god, it sounds like a giant bird beak snapping in my ear.
Yep.
Oh, is that what it is?
Uh-huh. We don't really have time for your half-hearted apologies.
Yeah. Talk about called shots. Wow.
Maybe you can make it up to us by doing your best.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Time for us to do the dirty work. Goodbye.
Poppy, you take off on a giant invisible bird. At the same time, you see a small fleet rising all around Smallcastle, this illusory armada. You've got some cover fire now. Real or not, it'll protect you.
Kree Aaron flies towards the Leviathan, and I try to go to the back of it where I saw that ship going into a dock and a little door opening. So I'm just gonna bide my time and wait to when it opens again and fly in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bell to Kesher.
Yeah.
You can probably dock now if you want.
Okay, that's good. I was not on board for the rest of these ships. We can't take another shot like that. Okay, thank you.
Let Maisie know that you're coming back.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Can we close up the hole? Should we make it small? What should we do?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't close it.
We'll make it small, person size.
Perfect.
You see the Shatterhorn about face and fly back under the protective shield. At the same time, Aaron, you make it back to the back of the Leviathan. You see these 6 ships returning from Lodom, and you see one of them is headed straight for the back of the Leviathan, and that gate starts to come down again. You've got a 3-second window to get in this thing. I need you to make an acrobatics check as Kree.
Yeah. I'm good at that.
Can I help in any way? Like
Poppy?
pulling feathers, directing.
Ratatouille. It's
Yeah.
a reverse Ratatouille.
How about this, Poppy? I will let you roll a d20 if you want to.
Will it affect anything?
No, you're the second player. You're helping. You're playing.
The controller's not even playing.
Go ahead and roll, Poppy. I'm curious to know. Aaron?
It's
All
a
right.
dex check.
It's an acrobatics check.
A 10. I helped.
23.
Cool. Poppy ripped out some of your feathers while you were doing it.
I'm visible, by the way.
Aaron, you're just floating around like just the most uncanny speed and velocity, just like Aaron, as this giant invisible Kree, you kind of
I want to like spiral in.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna go full like flat wings to the side.
Yeah.
And shoot in, and I want to like spin around and spiral. Poppy's holding on for dear life, but I'm just gonna like just shoot right into the door as fast as I can.
You going faster than that ship does. Poppy, there's tears streaming out of your eyes as the wind rushes over your ears, and then suddenly nothing. That gate closes behind you, and it's so quiet in here compared to out there. You hear just a couple of like engineers moving around in here. You hear somebody say, "It just needs to refuel. We'll get it out quick. Let's give it some more ammo while we got time."
Kree pulls their wings back, and I'm trying to just move now as quietly as possible and gently land in the docking bay.
Yeah. Still unnoticed. You're giant and invisible. There's a big rush of wind as that ship came in anyway. And then somebody says, "Is that a halfling on the ceiling?" And I think we end it right there. Thanks, everybody, so much for listening. I am Tim, your GM.
I'm Hannah playing Kree.
This is Tara, and I'm Sojourn.
I'm Thomas, and I'm Guy.
I'm John, playing Doran.
I'm Maggie, and I play Poppy Kenmore, and I am Spider-Man.
I wanted to be Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
Damn.
As long as nobody's Batman.
Next time I'm Spider-Man.
Please share the show with people you love, and we'll see you next time. But before we close out, just real quick, once again, I did notice that we had a new Patreon subscriber, so thank you very much. I should look up their name real quick.
You didn't even.
Yeah. Thanks.
Just
Is this our
placeholder
second?
for the name, and then we'll be like, oh.
Thank you, Bumlicka44.
No, that's me. I started.
You're Bumlicka?
Checks out. We have two Patreons.
Patreons.
Isn't this our third?
Yes. That should be the name of your boy.
We have 8 total.
Yeah.
Four paid. So half those are paying
Wow.
subscribers.
Wow. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. Now, if only I could figure out how to see these fuckers. Cool. It looks like our roster has actually changed a little bit over time, so we've like gained and lost people. I don't know. But anyway, I'll just go down real quick. Names here. We've got Courage. We've got Eric. We've got Akatsuki. We've got Peter. Kian, of course. Thank you. Paul, of course. Thank you. Michael and Dana. Thank you all very much for listening.
Thank you.
Yay!
We love you.
All right. We'll see you next time.
I'd marry him.
Marry us.
What a romantic episode.
It was. That was a good episode. I can't